Hey friends, welcome back. We have got another video for you. Here we go. Have you ever met those people who just don't crumble? It's not because life has been particularly kind to them, but because they've learned how to stand tall right in the middle of a storm. You can see it in their eyes. A stillness, a depth, a quiet fire that glows steady and alive even when the world around them goes dark. These are the unshakable ones, and their secret isn't strength as we usually imagine it. It's something quieter, something earned in those slow hours when no one else is watching. I once met a woman who had lost nearly everything: her home, her health, her certainty about tomorrow. Yet she laughed softly as she spoke, as if life had still given her more than it had ever taken away. I had to ask her, "How do you stay so calm through all this?" She smiled and said, "Because I stopped believing peace depends on the weather." Those words really stuck with me. Most of us live our lives watching the sky, praying for clear days and gentle winds. We want everything to make sense, but the unshakable? They learn a different language. They stop asking for the storm to end. Instead, they learn how to breathe inside of it. Think of bamboo in a typhoon. It bends, it sways, but it doesn't break. Its power is in its flexibility. Its grace is in its surrender. Unshakable people are like that. They don't resist life. They dance with it. They don't fight every tide. They learn when to float, when to swim, and when to let the current carry them. But let's be clear, being unshakable doesn't mean you're unfeeling. It means being rooted enough to keep your heart open, even when it hurts. It means crying without losing hope. It's walking through darkness with a small lamp of faith, whispering to yourself, "This too will shape me." There comes a time for everyone when we meet the edge of ourselves, the point where old certainties crumble and control slips through our fingers like sand. It's a terrifying place, but it's also where the secret begins, because when everything else collapses, you finally discover what was never holding you up in the first place. Not the job, not the relationship, not the perfect plan. Beneath all that noise, you find a deeper ground, your unshakable center. People aren't born this way. They are carved slowly, painfully, and beautifully by the friction of living, by the weight of falling and the grace of rising again. They are the ones who have faced failure and chosen self-forgiveness over self-hate. They've sat in silence long enough to hear their own breath and realize that just being alive is a miracle. They stop chasing perfection and start chasing presence. They don't rush to fix everything that's broken. They listen, they learn, they wait, and in that waiting, a soft, luminous trust begins to grow. Not that life will be easy, but that they will always find a way through. The secret isn't control, it's surrender. The kind of surrender that opens you up, that says, "Even this can teach me." When the mountain won't move, they stop pushing and build a cabin in its shadow to watch the sunrise. When life burns the map, they learn to walk by the stars. When their heart breaks, they don't rush to glue it back together. They let the cracks become windows for light to enter. If you want to become unshakable, start here. Stop running from discomfort. Sit with it. Feel what it has to say. When fear rises, breathe deeper. When loss arrives, don't shut the door. Offer it tea and ask what it came to teach you. This is how the unshakable are made, not by escaping pain, but by transforming their relationship with it. They see pain not as a punishment, but as a sculptor, chiseling away everything false until only truth remains. When you live like that, the world no longer has the power to define your peace. Chaos will still come, but you are no longer its hostage. Maybe that's the real secret. Unshakable people aren't made of steel, they're made of faith. Of a softness that survived the fire, of roots that found water in the desert. When the next storm comes, and it will, they don't ask for calm skies. They simply whisper, "I've been here before," lift their face to the wind, and keep walking, because the secret isn't that they never tremble. It's knowing the trembling will pass. And when it does, they will still be standing, alive, open, free. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. See you next time.